Are we live?
Let's give it a
Honey,
countdown.
are we live?
I think we're down. Let's give it a countdown. We got a studio audience. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Happy St. Patty's Day! Here we go.
Here we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Allen Lovewell. I'm so lucky right now to be seated right next to me is Molly Conole. And happy St. Patty's Day to all of you.
Happy St. Patty's Day!
Now, we're normally folk singers who sing maritime songs and tell maritime stories, and we're kind of shifting a little bit away to celebrating this amazing time, this opportunity to celebrate Irish music.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, there's so many sea songs at sea that are somehow tied melodically or rhythm-wise to the Irish. And
Excuse me while I'm sharing our show with people.
got
I'm
to.
here. I'm listening. I'm paying attention.
Oh yeah, well, we're single-handedly running the show tonight.
We
'cause
miss Brad.
we've got technical difficulties, which hopefully you won't notice.
Hopefully.
So we're not going to talk about it. So anyhow, the good news is that this is about fellowship, and it's about celebrating culture, celebrating art, celebrating fellowship.
That's right.
And
And
that's
of
what
course,
St.
we started the show by celebrating the spirit of the Ukrainian national anthem and the spirit of the people that our hearts are with in Israel as well. And, of course, St. Patty's Day.
We are,
You
yeah.
know, life is always like that, right? There's ups, there's downs.
And I think you, Molly, has always said it to me, and she said it often. There's a lot of trouble in the world. There's trouble here and trouble there. And I think one of the things that we got to do is just keep making music.
Keep making joy.
And that's a message there. I think, we can't fix the broken.
And we're so glad you're here with us. And happy St. Patty's Day. First, before we go any further, I have to show you my shirt. It's really fun. Let's see if you can see it. If you can see it up close. I'll see if I can get it so you can
Stand right in
read
front
it.
of you.
Here
There
it
you
is.
go.
Here it is. A day without music is like, just kidding. I have no idea. That's truth. it's truth.
Isn't that a great shirt?
And it's
Please
green.
comment. Please comment. She's been wearing it all day and showing it to people.
That's right.
She opens up her shirt. And then somebody commented, "Oh, that's definitely a Molly shirt."
That's right. It's a
Oh
me
my
shirt.
gosh, yeah.
It's true. It's true. Oh yeah, you go ahead and start. I'll join you. That's the one.
There we go.
Washerwoman had a couple of really stubborn stains she was needing to spend a little extra time
There
on.
were some notes. I had a vision. You remember when you were growing up as a kid and you're riding your bicycle next to your buddy and they're riding down the street and one of them is not keeping up with the other one. But the other one who's going faster kind of eases back and brings it in so that I can catch up. Do you notice? I don't know how quickly. I love that. I'm sorry. There's, if we had a drummer in the room, he'd have been upset. But we don't have a drummer in the room today.
We sent them home.
So we got by. But the bicycles got to where they were going. We both got to the end at the same time.
Right.
Anyway, thank you, Molly.
With clean clothes.
Thank you for not only being a wonderful, wonderful recorder player, wonderful, but also being able to accommodate the slow bicycle.
I'm with you.
Anyhow, thank you. Please comment.
Hey, we got a lot of friends here.
Oh,
We got a lot of friends here. Hey, Connie, Caroline, woohoo! And Brad is here too. Yes, yes, Brad, you get a raise. We're going to double your salary. No, triple. All right, and guess what? This is the coolest thing. Oh, Susan is here too. Hey, Susan from West Coast is here. Sharon Davies is watching. She is watching, and she's in person too. Oh, that's so exciting. Wait, but more about that later. Oh, wow, cool, everybody.
Really?
Thank you, everybody. Joanne is here. Yay, Nancy. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you for people showing up. But I just also want to report to you all that the amount of attendance to people who are coming to our recorded YouTube version is incredible, like 3 to 4 times what we're normally getting. And I don't know if you go visit us on YouTube, but I just want to thank you all YouTube followers because we're getting. We're not Carnegie Hall, mind you. We're not there. We're not Taylor Swift. We're not there. But every one of you matter. Every one of you matter. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, thank you all.
And sometimes there's episodes that Brad has spent a lot of time in doing a wonderful edit for us. Things that aren't on Sunday at Sea, like other performances we give. So you can find some little gems in.
If you go to the YouTube thing, we've got so many up there. Go look at the YouTube channel, and we've got more than you know what we have. You'll be surprised. I mean, it's amazing.
All right, now this song is dangerous because this one is called Whiskey Before Breakfast.
We should have done that this morning. It's been that kind of day. Anyway, no. We could have.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Oh, we're gonna do it sober today.
We're gonna do it sober. But
yeah, Mark he's riding that slow bicycle, so we got to make sure Mark is sober.
And listen for my most favorite part of this: the hiccups in this song. I love that.
Yeah, listen to this too. You'll hear the hiccups. A minute ago we were talking about a bicycle. Now we're talking about somebody with hiccups.
That's right. All right, ready?
There we go.
2, here we go.
Did you hear the fairy horn?
I think the fairy wanted to play
Oh my
along.
God, the fairy horn down there just kept going.
I know.
He
wanted
kept
to play
playing.
along.
Did you? I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. Anyhow,
I
that's
could
so-
hear it. It was good. It was
Oh my
great.
God, he had whiskey before breakfast. Anyhow,
That's making me thirsty. I think I need to have a
We
little
gotta
toast
toast
of
it.
ginger beer.
we
Let's
have
have a
our
little
gin-
toast.
Oh my gosh, we could all
You could.
benefit from
All
that.
right. Raise the glass, anybody, wherever you are. Have a little something. And let's have a
Toast
toast.
to our friends, our fellowship, and all that goes on around.
Yeah.
To the many islands across
Toast to
the
Captain
Atlantic.
Maggie.
And we're looking
That's right.
The Atlantic and the
That's right. To
both sides of the
maritime,
Atlantic.
everything,
Maritime,
everywhere.
everything. There we go.
And happy St. Patty's Day. Cheers. The day when everybody's Irish. Oh, this is a beautiful song. This is a traditional Irish song. We're trying to do just like mostly all Irish stuff tonight, just because it's fun. It's St. Patty's Day, right? And this particular tune is called The Gentle Maiden. And oh, and it's so pretty. It's really sweet.
This is the tune that I think will carry the whole show.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
She's singing it all. She's singing it all, and you have such a lovely voice, and there's a
Thank
lot.
you.
And see, I'm hearing a lot of yeses here, and it's just so wonderful.
I love it.
All right, here we go. We're getting going.
This is such a sweet song.
Let's see what I'm doing here. We're doing starting with instrumental, right?
Right. One morning when May in her glory was sweet with a hawthorn flower, I walked by the stream in the valley, and glad was the golden hour. But there was a scene enchanted that my heart with a rapture stirred, when I saw in its bower of willows the form of the singing bird. And over the white stone a stepping, a girl with a cloak of red came smiling means it's a full house.
You
It's
did
standing room only.
You did such a wonderful job singing that song. I'm sure. Please comment. You did such a wonderful job singing. We don't have to do anything else for the rest of the show.
Oh, but we got stuff in mind.
No, we got stuff.
Oh, do we got stuff in mind?
Oh my God, we got stuff.
That's right. In fact, we are actually going to introduce our guests who have come all the way from another island, across the sea, across the Atlantic Ocean. We have our wonderful super fans, Ted Stevenson and Sharon Davies, and we're going to make room for them right here. So give us a little minute to sit up, and we can't wait. It's so awesome. It's so wonderful. Come on, guys.
I think how do we do this? Have they come right in?
Yeah. If you guys could filter in that way.
So
yeah. You know
they were my first guests on the show ever.
Squeeze it. That's right.
2 years ago, and
Okay.
they're here from England, and they're big
I gotta
followers
find
of
my
the
shot.
show.
There you go. That's good.
And
And I'm gonna change it actually to which view we're looking at. I might be able to do that
oh
here.
my gosh, look at
I
this.
know. I'm gonna
Molly-
get fancy. Hold on. I'm
Molly-
gonna get fancy. I just gotta get to find the mouse. That's the hardest part. Where did that little
So
mouse
hang in here.
go?
So
There.
this is a big deal because we know there are many of you out there are regular followers of the show, and you write to us and you respond and you give us feedback and it really drives the show. There's no missing it. It's just amazing how wonderful you are. And Ted and Sharon are there, right there in the front row, even though they're,
Number 3
can
now.
I say thousands of miles away? Can I say they're thousands of miles
Yeah.
away? They're here, and they're here regularly. And please notice if you haven't noticed before. Pay attention to the people who follow the show because amongst us, you're all family. You're all part of what we're doing. And moving closer so we get Molly.
Yeah, I'll be in here too.
I want Molly in on this. Here we go.
All right, I'll just sit on the edge here. Here we go.
You got
How's
in
that?
there? You got-
Yep, I can get in.
Put more on it.
Oh, well, who
There
we're
we
gonna
get
Okay.
Molly in there.
Woo! We're cozy.
Cozy
That's
corner.
good. We'll be cozy.
And they and Ted, please, we have a lot in common. We sure had a lot in common this past winter.
We certainly do. I mean, even more so than since we last saw you, because, as you know, we've been coming to the island for a long time. An island being the word of the day. Island, and island being an island. And
Oh, I like that. That was good. That was really smooth.
we've actually moved to our own island last year, and it's just outside London. And it's called an 8. And do you know what an 8 is?
No, tell us.
An 8 it's spelled AIT, and it's also spelled EYOT, and it is it's an island on a river, and it's built up over time. It's built up by sediment, gradually building up in the water, and then the vegetation builds, and then it gets big enough for people to actually habitate, and inhabit, in fact. And we moved onto this island just about 8-9 months ago, just off the Thames, and in the time we've been there, we've been able to appreciate the type of climate that you experience here, which is, given for what you went through in January, we went through a very similar situation in the UK.
Yeah.
We had a very, very wet and very torrential at times, wasn't it? The storms we had, as you did here, probably on a bigger scale here, but we at least were able to appreciate it because we were so close to the water at the time. And what takes literally probably tens, decades, hundreds of years to build up like an island like that, as you demonstrated here on South Beach, it can be gone in a day.
Wow.
with the Mother Nature.
Yeah.
So, and we really have had a very awkward time in UK with the weather, but not
What we've
on
gone through.
the same scale as you've had here.
I think for those of us, and I'm going to be collective we, there is this vulnerability this vulnerable winter, these seasons that remind us that we're not in charge.
That's right.
And there are forces far greater than ourselves. And, and that's an amazing thing because it connects us all together. we're not talking about the same sand. We're talking about different sand, different places, but we all share the same story about the vulnerability and the changes that come to us. You had a lot of rain.
We had a lot of
much
rain.
rain.
Yeah, well, the people who have been living there longer than us, probably 15 or so years, so it's the worst in 10 years, and we were never in danger of being flooded out, but it was...
But that's because we're on the first floor.
we were on the first floor, yeah.
And first floor means second
Yeah, sorry,
floor.
second
just
floor,
so you
yeah,
know.
yeah. We're not ground, we're floor two, floor two in US terms. So yeah, we've got that security, but it's still disconcerting when you see the water gradually getting closer
And not that gradually. Either.
No, and when the swan is swimming where you normally walk the dog, it's...
Yeah, for us this winter, for some of you who have followed us very carefully and closely, you know, we posted my road right here, Lagoon Pond Road, was turned into a canal, or there weren't any boats going up and down it, but you had that vision of it. And the idea is the vulnerability is so amazing because you watch the water rise over a period of several hours. You watch the tide, right? You're watching the tide because that is one of the forces. You're watching the wind because the wind is moving the water. And then you're watching the storm. And all these things confluence together, can connect together to sort of create a very, very, very nervous day or nervous hour. Molly and I, we had watching high tide and say, "Oh, it's turning now. Well, we're going to come out of this. We're going to be all right now." And I don't want to be alarming about it, but I just only say that this is the culture, the nature of all of us who are living near the ocean and the rivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what we embrace. This contributes to our poetry.
That's right.
This contributes to our art. And who we are, and I won't say any derogatory about anybody else, but we recognize we're not in charge, and there are some out there who feel they are in charge, and they're really not yet. They haven't been hit by a storm that we've been through. So, thank you for sharing that, and it's so nice to have them come. You listen to them talk. St. Patty's Day. And Sharon is thinking, would you like to tell?
I've got this wonderful little ditty here, so I hope I can do it justice, because it's such a fun little poem, isn't it, Mark? So hopefully I can do it the justice it deserves. It's called...
What's it called?
It's called The Leprechaun,
And
fittingly
you might
enough.
want to lean into a little closer to one of the mics.
Yeah.
It's called The Leprechaun.
And you all know what a leprechaun is, right? This is so cool. I think...
Okay. Little cowboy, what have you heard up on the lonely rath's green mound? Only the plaintive yellow bird sighing in sultry fields around. Chari, 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 chee, chee. Only the grasshopper and the bee. Tip tap, rip rap, tick a tack too. Scarlet leather sewn together, this will make a shoe. Left right, pull it tight, summer days are warm. Underground in winter, laughing at the storm. Thank you. Lay your ear close to the hill. Do not catch the tiny clamour, busy click of an elfin hammer. Voice of the leprechaun singing shrill as he merrily plies his trade. He's a span and a quarter in height. Get him in sight, hold him tight, and you're a made man. You watch your cattle the summer day, sup on potatoes, sleep in the hay. How would you like to roll in your carriage? Look for a duchess's daughter in marriage. Seize the shoemaker, then you may. Big boots are hunting, sandals in the hall. White for a wedding feast, pink for a ball. This way, that way, so we make a shoe. Getting rich every stitch, tic-tac-toe. 99 treasure crocks this keen miser fairy hath. Hid in mountains, woods and rocks, ruin and round, tower, cave and rath. And where the cormorants build from times of old, guarded by him, each of them filled, full to the brim, with gold. Ooh. I caught him at work one day myself, in the castle ditch where foxglove grows. A wrinkled, wizened and bearded elf, spectacles stuck on his pointed nose, silver buckles to his hose, leather apron, shoe in his lap, rip-rap, tip-tap, tic-tac-too. A grasshopper on my cap, away the moth flew. Buskins for a prairie prince, brogues for his son. Pay me well, when the job is done. The rogue was mine, beyond a doubt. I stared at him, he stared at me. Servant, sir. Humph, he says, and pulled a snuff-box out. He took a long pinch, looked better pleased. The queer little leprechaun offered the box with a whimsical grace. Poof! He flung the dust in my face, and while I sneezed, was gone.
Thank you. And the name of the poet who wrote this is...
Wasn't me.
The poet who wrote this is William Allingham. And he's an Irish poet in the 19th century. And what a great poem to share.
Such imagery.
I love the little part about this little leather apron. And I
Tip tapping, making his little shoes.
Yeah.
It's so
oh my
cute.
God.
He sounds ever so naughty. Doesn't he?
A little
Cheeky
man.
chap.
He's
Yeah.
a little man.
Mischievous.
And
rather than naughty.
We need this.
Yeah.
I don't know how your day was today, but we need this. Thank you so much. And Molly has something to give to you too.
Oh yes, I do. If I could extract
get up,
myself from
because
this couch.
These folks are just treasure.
It's not a music.
And I won't say this to
They need
any
to
one of
watch
you
me.
who travel 3,000 miles to come to our show, but we like to honor people who come, and we feel that this is.
Oh,
Molly.
wow.
Special.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Get a proper hug.
Thank you.
I hope
So
y'all
kind of you.
caught
Thank you,
sight
Molly.
of that. It's a
Molly,
Frank
thank you
Lovewell
so
original
much.
artwork of Christmas at Sea when we did that at Christmas
We
time.
have the t-shirt.
And they have
Thank
the
you.
T-shirt.
Now you have the wall art.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Can we take our bar stools?
thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you.
you.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Yeah, toast to you, toast to both of you.
Yeah.
Thank
Toast
you
to both
so
of
much
you.
of you. Thank you for participating, sharing with us.
Perfect. Oh, so nice. That was great. Thank you guys. Thanks for being here.
It matters. So you matter. Stay in touch with us. Please write us. Stay in touch with us. I know, and we have a group on Facebook. If you haven't already discovered, a group called Sunday at Sea, and
I have no sound. Is somebody saying no sound again? I have no sound again, or was that a while ago? Oh, that was a while ago.
there we
Okay,
go.
good. So the comments on Facebook. Have you noticed that lately? It's like they put them in a weird order. So sorry if I'm being alarmist there.
So we have this group on, and I just put this out there. They have this group of people. It's called Sunday at Sea group, and people participate and add things. I think one of the wonderful people who participates and contributes wonderful little words of wisdom is Melissa from the Chesapeake, and we love her. And,
Melissa, we're here to say hi with you. We
and
hope
that's-
you're here, or watch later.
And so feel free to participate, jump in on it. It's making us pay more attention to the idea that you all matter. And,
That's right.
And you color the show. You color the show even though it's not visibly seen, by during this short hour.
That's right.
You're there.
And speaking of audience people, we do have 2 more audience people here, and one of them is a wonderful commenter, and that's Carol.
Yay.
Carol's here.
Carol's here,
Spiritoso, and John Stevenson. And we were thinking that John and Ted might be related. So stay tuned when we reveal the family trees. And it's pretty cool. Hey, we had some other announcements. We had one other announcement to make too. Just it's a show coming up this week.
Oh, yeah. Can I introduce that?
Yes, please
So,
do.
As you noticed, we just did this piece Molly just sang. She is an enormously talented singer.
He is an
performer.
enormously talented
and
singer performer.
And when you think of folk music, that is a small box compared to her full range of creative performing skills. You know
I just
her
like
by
to
her
do lots of
different
stuff.
musical instruments and her singing. Well, coming later this week on Martha's Vineyard, we're going to have the show, and she's going to tell you all about it. And she's one of the stars, one of 8 people, right? 8.
There's going to be 10 people altogether,
Okay.
8 singers and 2 wonderful accompanists, piano players, and it's called the Wicked Good Musical Review. It's going to be wicked good.
And it's celebrating their
10th anniversary.
Now, who came up with the idea for the Wicked Good show?
Oh, gee.
10 years ago. Who came up with that?
That was me.
It was Molly.
Me and MJ Vanafo, we got together and we're like, I said, we need something musical happening here. Could we do something? And then we brainstormed that together, and then I came up with the name.
And it is wicked good.
It's wicked
And
good.
especially for those of you who love show tunes. Show tunes, right? Show
That's
this way to
right.
describe.
And I think you were pretty surprised when you came to the first one that you came to. Can I tell
Okay,
that
cool,
story? So he prides himself on being a folk singer, but just says he's very much in that box. So might not know a lot of show tunes. Those were kind of foreign to you, right?
Yeah.
But I think what you found surprising, which was kind of cool, was that the amount of storytelling that happens in Broadway show tunes is as wonderful as the storytelling that we have in the songs that we do in this show. There's rich stories full of emotion and all kinds of different, topics and stuff, and that's a really fun thing.
Thank you for saying that, because it's easy to say, it's showtime music, but there's some
Well, you could think of that in a certain box,
There's a substantial emotional content, and we all know love songs and songs of sadness and stuff like that, but there's a broad sweep of emotion and storytelling in these tunes that are
and funny, hilarious, and all kind. You name it, every emotion is
50,
going to be
60
there.
years old. Some of these songs you're doing are how old?
Yeah, from Rodgers and Hammerstein days, the 1950s. So they've been around a long time, 70 years, some of them.
So if you're here on Martha's Vineyard this coming weekend, at the Vineyard Playhouse,
Yeah.
you get a chance to see her do some amazing
Sharon and
music
Ted
with
are coming. Have
with
fun.
her friends, with her colleagues.
And what a talented group of people. I am so lucky that I could get to perform with, first of all, Peter and Molly, who are the most wonderful accompanists. When you're a singer and you have a wonderful accompanist like Mark, too, somebody who plays the music with
those
you.
are really professional.
And you
Peter
feel
Bolt, Peter
supported,
Bolt,
It's like, it's a
Molly
wonderful
Sturgis, Molly Sturgis on the piano.
And then I have 7 other friends who are wonderful singers, and the cool thing is that it's like
you
a
can
stew.
tell who they are.
It's like a stew. We put it all together. Everybody has like a different flavor to things that they do. So it's like a stew. It's gonna be so much
If you're ever wondering what this show would be like if we had more than just 2 people, you go see Molly on this coming weekend, because they get the whole group of people together. It's and people standing ovation all the time. They love this thing.
Well, the
10 years they've been doing this.
The standing joke, and this is true, is that at the end of every show we've ever done since the very first show, people come up to us afterwards. We stand in the lobby and they shake our hands and like, "That was the best show you've ever done." Next show, "That was the best show." Next show, "That was the best show." So we just think that's pretty cool. We keep doing the best one. So, hopefully this weekend we'll hope for the same.
Yeah, so if you're on Martha's Vineyard, please go. I mean, there's a lot of media attention already.
We'll have a good time.
Local newspapers are doing stories about it, and you see pictures of her
It's fun.
and her buddies.
Have a good time. Now it's about time we do a sing-along, isn't it? I think
There's
it's
also
about
a
time
birthday
we
we
do.
gotta mention, don't we?
Oh my goodness, we have
Did I
a
put it
couple of
in there?
birthdays. Yeah, we have a couple
We
of
have
birthdays.
some birthdays. This has been a birthday week.
That's right. That's right. Well, first of all, today, the actual day today, is a big birthday for a friend of ours who
follows
traveling.
us very carefully from
Even-
another distant place.
That's right. Wherever he's traveling.
Toronto.
And he's traveling around the world somewhere else right now. I forget even where it is, but it's somewhere really cool and exotic. Portugal, maybe? Toby. Happy birthday, Toby!
Yay!
And yesterday was our dear friend Caroline's birthday.
Yay.
So I think we better sing a little happy birthday to Toby and Caroline. Let's do it. And that's a sing-along, guys. That's a sing-along.
You want to sing a happy birthday? We do
Yeah,
happy
yeah, we
let's
gotta
it.
do
Let's
that.
Do it in the key F, I think.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Toby and Caroline. Happy birthday to you.
One more time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Toby and Caroline!
And they're
Hey.
both big contributors to the show, you know.
That's right.
They're there.
So
boy.
if we don't know when your birthday is, tell us so we could sing to you. So put it in comments.
Why not? Yeah.
That's right. And you know we've got one more song to sing, and then we have a couple other credits. We'll give the credits after we sing this song. This is a sing along. This is a good sing along. I have a wonderful memory of being in Dublin's Fair City and singing this song in a totally jam-packed pub. It was so awesome. There was standing room only, and as soon as this song started, everybody, unison motion, started swaying together. It was so awesome! So, wherever you are, please sway. Please have a good time. Here we go. In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, but sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, as they each wheeled their barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Here's the chorus. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
One more time in the chorus.
Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Her ghost wheels her was so good.
So good.
That was reminding me of seeing. I'm sure anybody who's been to Dublin has seen the bronze statue of Molly Malone that's right on the street, like she's there hawking her wares. She's like got her cockles and muscles, and she's like ready to sell you some. She's right there.
What was her first name? What was her first name again?
Miss Malone. I hate this time because it's time that we're getting close to the ending, but we have to do all of our credits and stuff. We have to say our thank yous because there's a lot of things that go into making this show be all that it is. You know, having our gear to be able to do things for us and even to malfunction and and having all this wonderful, you know, lights and things that we can put on a little show for you and everything. We're thankful so much to our Patreon supporters, to all our people who sign up for our free newsletter. You can do that and find all kinds of other stuff on our website, mollyandmark.com. And yeah, woohoo! 3 cheers for the website. And we've got to thank also Brad Wortman, who's always the guru behind the editing he does of our show for YouTube and putting it out there. And he does the podcast editing as well. So if you're going to be driving down the road, don't watch us, but you could put the podcast on, and that way you could be safe and having a fun time listening. So anyway, you can join us. We're happy for you to do so. And you can also watch us on TV locally here on the Vineyard. MVTV has us. We never know when the time is, but surprise, we might be there. That'd be fun. And then there's also CCM out in Salem, Oregon, and we're happy and thankful for both of them for having us on the air. Thank you so much.
I also want to thank the Barnstable Historical Society. Right?
Yes,
right.
That's right.
We did a concert for them.
It was wonderful.
Last week, and many of you know about that, but. It was a chowder festival.
Sea
but
shanties
it was really,
and chowder.
like,
Yeah.
It was people sitting around chowder and telling stories to each other and feeling familiar. There was the place was full. The place was full, and there was a wonderful man there who was singing. We didn't find out till the end, but he was singing every single word of every sea shanty we were singing. We were like, whoa, it was really fun. And we went up to him afterwards, and he said he used to play the guitar. He's elderly now, and his hands aren't quite working with the guitar, but he had a wonderful voice, singing loud and strong. I gave him a CD because I was like so impressed by somebody who's, you know,
carrying on the tradition.
And
right?
and his singing eclipsed anybody else's participation. And there was a lot of people sang.
Yes,
a lot of people sang,
wonderful.
but this man, he could
just
have been on
had
stage
a presence and a voice.
He had a great presence, and I just
even in his 90s, he was awesome. Yeah, it was
so
wonderful.
we're in favor.
That's right.
Thank you. Happy St. Patty's Day again. Thank you for being here. Thank you,
to
Brad,
our studio audience
doing your
for
magic.
being here.
Thank you to our live audience who are here.
Thank you.
I wish you can't take a camera and show these lovely people sitting over there, but
I could.
Can you do that? Just do a quick.
We could.
We got enough time.
Let's do it.
We got a minute.
Let's do it. Let's do it with this one here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it here.
Angel, put your lipstick on.
There we go.
There we go. Here we go. We got our audience. Here they are. Yay!
Look at that.
You to
Isn't
our
this
audience.
wonderful?
We're so glad you're all here. It's such a treat. Such a treat.
We are so fortunate. So fortunate.
All right, this is a sing-along too. You know it is. This is a sing-along. Smooth sailing this week, everybody.
Spanish maidens. It is time to bid adieu. Happy times we spent together. Happy times we spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to hear the rolling home near Yahweh. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pulling those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. I love it. Rolling home, dear rolling home, dear God. More verse.
Many thousand.
So
We'll be thinking of Sharon and Ted
Thank
when
you
they're
all.
going many thousand miles. Many thousand miles behind us.
many thousand miles to go.
The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that river shore. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to Martha's Vineyard and England. Rolling home, dear God to thee. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, and enjoy a little bit of mischief and all of that is Irish today, because we're all Irish today.
There's a leprechaun in every one of us.
That's right. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.